Love comes in all shapes, sizes, and colors, including brown sewage all over Diana's beautiful coat. We're going to be talking about all of that and more at the Younger After show, and it's the finale. We're so excited, so stay tuned.
You're tuned in to AfterBuzz TV, the ESPN of TV talk. Now, let the buzz begin.
Hello, everyone. Thank you again so much for tuning into the Younger After show here at AfterBuzz TV. Tonight is the finale of Season 5, you guys. Season 5, Episode 12, titled Elizability. We're going to be talking about a lot of stuff, like Josh being a baby daddy in more ways than one, Kelsey and Zane's complicated love story, and of course, Liza and Kelsey's promotion and Charles's demotion. I'm your host, Sam Davidson, and I am here with my OG panel. So excited to be with you guys tonight.
Woo! You know, it's the end, but there's so much more that we're looking forward to next season. So, hi, my name is Tsahai, and I can't wait to talk about this season finale.
Hey guys, I'm Alice Ford, and I'm super excited that we're all back together for the last one. I'm super sad it's the finale, but I'm excited to talk about it too.
Hey guys, I'm Taylor Gates, and I totally agree. This was like jam-packed. They put so much into this, like 36 minutes or however long it ended up being, and I feel like this is like the end of one chapter and the start of like a completely new one. Like I think they're going like somewhere really fresh, and I'm really excited to see what next season brings.
Yeah, I mean, I was thinking to myself, a show that's on for 5 seasons, even if it's just 12 episodes, they don't last this long. And the thing that they're finding new story constantly that doesn't get boring, and they did hold off on us for a long time. I was like, I can't believe she's not telling people. Took like 5 seasons for her to tell people that she's 40 something. But yeah, now that it's happening, it's a new show, and it's kind of what I've been waiting for. So were you guys happy with the finale overall?
I laughed. I cried. I literally cried in 2 scenes.
When?
So I cried during the
you okay?
cacao portion. I mean, I was watching this around like 6 a.m.
I actually think I might have cried a little too.
Okay, yes. And then I cried when Charles said something really sweet at the end. So I was just all in my feelings. So this gave me everything.
Cue Drake.
Yeah, I don't know if I like where it went, but it was a good episode. And there were so many things happened, and poor Josh. Still.
I mean, he wanted a baby.
I know, but it's like you finally see, like you see him again being like, I love Liza.
Which one of us predicted that she's going to show up pregnant?
I think we all said that in the first episode.
Yeah, someone planted it though. Like someone really did plant that. I think was it you?
Was it me? Because I'm usually good with those kind of things. I'm
It
low
might have
key.
been, I know.
I'm kind of psychic. I didn't remember.
And I probably said I have the psychic chills over that.
Probably.
For sure.
Yeah.
When I saw her show up at the door, I was angry, but we'll get into it. I also have a poem this evening. We started out with one of my haikus to Josh, and I also have one when we're ready for it.
So like sayonara, sucker. Well, okay, speaking of Josh, let's get into it. So him and Maggie, it's just this awkward thing, like so.
No, it's wonderful. I love their
She
friendship.
didn't even want to. I thought she was going to say to him, just so you know, I might not be part of the baby's life. Like, you might just be winging this with Malky. She didn't really want a baby.
Well, I thought she was going to change her mind. I kept on waiting for her to change her mind and say, you know what? I really love Malky. I'll do this for her. The baby will grow on me. I guess that's what kids do, right? They just grow on you after a while.
They grow in you and then they grow on you.
So I thought she was going to change her mind, but she did. And I was kind of glad she stuck to her guns, because it shows that there are people who have made that decision and they're not being selfish. They just know what's best for them. So I like that.
I agree 100% because I feel like a lot of times TV shows do that. They kind of like, oh, a baby's in my life for one reason or another, and I love it, which is fine. And obvious, of course, that happens in real life. But I agree with you. Like, having her a consistent character and having her be a woman who doesn't want kids is really something you don't get to see a lot on TV. And I'm glad that they are kind of exploring that area with her character, because it makes a lot of sense for her especially.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, and I think this season especially, we saw them really tie in a lot more of like current climate of like things that are happening in America right now, like one being the Me Too movement. But I think this other one is that women are choosing either not to have children or they're waiting a really long time because they're choosing their career over having children. So yeah, I'm really glad they incorporated it as well.
Or using alternative methods like getting some sperm from a homie.
Definitely.
Yeah, so he's not going to give the sperm, but it is mainly also because he takes his cacao drug, which is essentially ayahuasca, without all the bad side effects. She probably just gave him a bunch of Benadryl, honestly. Just guzzled it down.
I have a friend in Peru right now, and I DM'd him. I was like, are you going to take ayahuasca? He was like, I already have, and it's changed my entire life. So
yeah, everyone that I know that's done it.
Yeah,
some
This
people.
is not a PSA for doing it.
No, sorry, don't do it. A guy I was dating once said, yeah, I just floated over my body thinking I was dead. And I was like, that does not sound cool. Doesn't sound cool at all for me. But he does it, and in his vision is just him and Liza with a baby.
So beautiful. That's when I teared up the first time because I was just like, his heart is speaking what he really wants, his true feelings. And when I saw the baby first, I was emotional. Then I saw Liza and him with the baby. I was like, oh, Josh.
But they totally gave him, or his mind created a baby that was like Mulkey's baby because it was like this little redheaded baby. And I was like, well, that's not their baby.
I was like, what's the situation here? Is Liza the aunt? Like, what is this? I'm not really sure what he is thinking the reality is going to be.
I know. It was hard for me. What'd you think, Taylor?
I mean, I think it was definitely, me and Liza should raise a baby together. Like, I think that's what his mind was saying.
It was their baby?
Yeah, that's what I think his mind was saying. But they've had that conversation before, and she said she doesn't want any more kids. So I don't know how he thinks that's going to work.
I think for next season, I'm going to make a t-shirt that just says, Josh deserves better.
Oh, ouch.
Yeah. He does. I'm sorry.
He does. Do you mind if I go into my poem right now? I think this is a good time.
love that.
Of course.
Okay. It's a haiku. Josh, baby daddy, let's hold hands through Bryant Park. Never let me go.
Whoa.
Loved it.
Yeah, exactly. That's exactly what's going on in my heart right now.
Wow, that was beautiful.
You're
Tsahai.
welcome. You're
that
welcome.
was just, a once in a lifetime experience. I hope you guys enjoyed that as much as us and especially Tsahai did.
Thank you for letting me share that with you guys.
Well, of course, the rude Claire just shows up with a baby
her
on.
name should be Murky, not Claire, because she's not Claire at all.
No, she's just whatever. She shows up and what's the drug called?
Cacao.
The
Cacao queen,
the cacao
right?
queen comes and the baby then just appeared in real life. And I did love Lauren in these scenes.
Oh my God, hilarious.
Shout out to her. She was so funny.
And she was flexible. Did we notice this?
She was very flexible.
That's where a lot of my youngerisms came from for tonight, which
Yes.
we'll talk about later. We actually have some people in the chat already talking about this whole kid situation as well. Jennifer Stewart says that she's totally gutted that Claire came back, and she's hoping that the kid is not Josh's, and that
I agree with you.
she's Team Josh as well. And
her mom's just like, go to America. Tell him it's yours. They'll take care of you.
Irish accent. You tried.
I did.
Hopefully this will be in the younger play that we'll be
Yes. Oh,
doing at the Fringe Festival.
Right.
that's right.
Absolutely. Was there anything else?
Well, there's a couple other people kind of saying the same thing. And then LLT Ran says Josh's dream may still come true. Maybe it's his kid, but he has maybe some full or shared custody, and Liza can help raise the kid.
yeah, that's a
Liza raised the Josh Claire baby.
yeah. I could see that. Oh man, that's getting into some good predictions, but those are good.
Okay.
All right, let's talk about Diana and Enzo. Their relationship is officially sealed by a bunch of poop. Like that was poop, right?
Oh, yes.
Like a lot
that
of
was definitely
garbage.
poop.
He was
Yeah.
in the
Poop.
sewer.
Yeah, so he is very honored to get the opportunity to. What is it, like a giant rat?
Fatberg.
What is?
Come on.
A fatberg.
Fatberg.
Did you like? What is it? Real? What is
Yes,
it?
they said I read on something that it is real.
And it's just like a big rat.
No, it's basically a blob in
It's
the
like
sewer.
congealed, like nasty.
Yeah.
shit.
Oh, it's not an animal at all.
No.
It's like when people, because the sewer system is not like a septic system. A septic system has like stuff in it that will help break stuff down. A sewer system, it's not as regulated, so people will flush anything down whatever toilets, and it ends up just in a tunnel, and it will get stuck together.
I really want there to be a segment every week where you
Why do you
explain
know all
something
this?
Right.
like
I'm
this
like,
that
I'm
I
in
have
awe
no
right now.
clue about.
How
What have
did
you
you know
done in your
that?
past
I'm
life?
sorry. Let me get my science hat on.
She's like college. Well, he at first she's not supportive of this big blob of goop and thinks it's funny, which it is. And sorry, I probably would be like, that's disgusting. Get out of here. Stay in a hotel. But then he gets like hurt, missing in the sewage, and she's very upset. Comes to save the day. They embrace, and she gets poop all over her. Basically, it's poop and mud. And I need to stop talking about the poop. But I just couldn't believe Diana loves him so much. That she is doing that.
Yeah, she got down and dirty for her love for Enzo. And did you see how emotional? Okay, did Diana shed tears when she thought they broke up? Did you see tears, or was it just emotion? I swore, I was like, are her eyes watering? Because
I think she was still kind of laughing.
You think so?
Well, when he went out on the roof?
No, when Kelsey, when Liza went to talk to her when she was sad after she thought they broke up. I saw emotion from Diana that I had never seen before.
Yeah, that's why she was like, leave.
Give me my coffee. During that scene, Diana also had a lovely pink dress on that she destroyed. We have a photo of that dress that we can cut to, but it was the first time that, you know, we know Diana loves her outfits. She has amazing ensembles. And look at this beautiful dress that she has on with her pink and black dress with the white daisy necklace. You know, it was one of her best, and she got it dirty for her man. So that shows you how much she loves him.
I love that photo. It looks like a really good adult Disney movie.
Yeah, it does.
And it's like Hilary Duff, the detective. Lizzie McGuire is back.
Exactly. Lizzie McGuire in New York.
Sorry, guys. I'm a big
I also
Hilary Duff
really
fan.
love some of those one lines that Diana had when she was talking to Enzo over their spaghetti cardboard dinner.
I literally sometimes people get angry with me because I think I'm a writer as well, and words, you know, I just say I'm really good at insulting people. I just know what to say, you know, I know what's really gonna get you going or what you're gonna laugh at, and I'm like, I'm sorry, I'm a writer, and they're like, you're a jerk. So I kind of felt like Diana in that moment.
I love
You would have made Enzo mad too.
Yeah, just no censor, Sam. That's sometimes what
I
it
love
is.
it when she was like, sorry, alliteration's my Achilles heel. I was like, that's the most like literature joke I've ever heard, and I love it so much.
I love it. So they are alive and well. Denzo's a done deal. But we have also a lot of other shows at AfterBuzz that are amazing that we think you guys will enjoy, especially after we're going to be gone and you're going to miss us so much.
That is right. Hey, AfterBuzzers. Our network produces after shows for nearly all your favorite TV shows. From dramas, reality TV, sci-fi, and more, there's no network that works harder to serve television fans. But we need your help. We're asking that you please subscribe to one or more of our YouTube channels. By subscribing to our channel, your YouTube will suggest content that's tailor-made for you, and you'll help AfterBuzz continue to grow. And if you're worried about pesky notifications, don't be, because they're optional. So hit the subscribe button right now for this channel, and check out our other AfterBuzz YouTube channels as well. Let us know you did, so in the comments, we'll thank you. And for now, thanks for being the best fans and for helping us be the ESPN of TV talk.
Yes, and at the end of the show, we will tell all of you guys what other shows and stuff you can find us on, and just keep watching. All right, Kelsey and Zane. Who expected this?
I did not.
No. Well, oh God, what's that douchebag's name? Jake.
Jake Devereaux.
Yeah. I knew from his comb over. We could not trust him. And we can't. He basically told on Kelsey.
Yeah.
He doesn't want her at this party. And what did you guys think about the conversation between Kelsey and Charles?
Well, it should have been more awkward. I feel like Kelsey did a really good job of like handling it well and not making it more awkward.
She also blackmailed him. Let's not forget about that a couple weeks ago.
True.
That is true. But she was just like, we had a moment and now it's over.
I love how like fast she tried to get out of the office. So she's like, by the way, I'm gonna have to expense this trip. Okay, bye.
I was like, is the blackmail still going on? Because she's telling her boss what she's doing and like not asking. She was telling him. But I loved how when she was upset about his relationship with Liza, you know, it was a horrible situation because they work together. But when she sleeps with someone she's technically working with, it's a moment. It's like she kind of brushes over it. So that was really funny to see.
Yeah. I felt I was pissed at Charles for a second, and then I remembered I was so mad at Kelsey 2 weeks ago, 3 weeks ago, whenever that was, disgusted because she had blackmailed him which included her best friend.
Yeah.
So, it was.
Do you think Charles got pleasure out of like shutting her down? Like,
Yes.
This is what I heard.
I think that's why I didn't like it a little bit. Is because he did get pleasure, I believe. Which he's human.
Yeah. He's got to find joy somewhere.
Well, and Zane, I mean, goodness gracious. I mean, first of all, he like calls her out like, oh, you can't handle your people, Kelsey.
Well, I'm confused because they had a fantastic time in Germany, I thought. And I feel like there must have been some scene that was cut and it wasn't just continuity did not happen and they didn't fit because they were there and he was her knight in shining armor.
True.
Got in a fight for her. Something happened they must have cut.
They're very up and down and back and forth, I feel like, which is fine, but I agree. I think that there have been scenes that have either been cut or like shortened that like sort of the connective tissue of it because it feels really random about like if they're having a good day or a bad day, which to be fair might just be their relationship. But yeah, it did seem a little bit odd.
Yeah. Agreed.
And, I think part of it is that he's butthurt because she is essentially going to be his boss potentially. And, he said that he was in love with her, though. That's why he agreed to not edit the book. Oh, good for you.
But he was like, I loved you, meaning
Yes,
like the love is gone. Like, where did it go? And we're just finding out about this love, the strong feeling of, emotions that he had. And then suddenly, like, it just went away. Like, how come he doesn't love her anymore? Like, because she's going to be his boss now or?
Because she's pregnant? Sorry. Hilary Duff is stunning, beautiful, and probably as a pregnant woman, a lot skinnier than some people still. But, oh my, was she pregnant in some of the scenes with Zane, and it makes so much sense.
But I appreciated it because pregnant Hill Duff looks like me normally. So
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Me too. I'm like, oh, cool. She looks like me for a second.
I was like, she's one of us.
But they leave on a really weird note that he quits, insinuates in getting a new job, and it's just this kind of like flirty goodbye. Is that what you guys thought?
That last moment in the elevator to me was like, because they had just been talking about like how it's all been a game basically, like we're always just trying to like beat each other, and then like that last moment in the elevator was like the game's back on, so let's see who gets to the top now, because now I'm not working for you, I'm back competing with you.
Yeah, I don't think that's the last we're going to see of him, definitely.
Do you guys think he went to Plaza? Do you think he took the Chikki job?
Oh, snap.
What? Really?
I don't know.
I kind of like that theory, though.
That would be fast,
Interesting.
Well, that is the
Homegirl
perfect.
moves fast.
That's the perfect segue into Chikki.
Yes.
Literally my next topic number 4. So there's Chikki, which is this stupid imprint that Cheryl created. Cheryl Sussman. I almost said Cheryl Bombshell. If you guys watch Riverdale, it's just really ingrained in my head. But yes, Cheryl Sussman, and it's a good deal. I would love to know what she was offering Liza.
Me too.
What that number was.
But the fact that she offered her own imprint, I thought that was a big deal, and I was actually really happy for Liza. I was like, to see her, I was like, wow, you're making it. Like something of your own.
I liked it too, but I still don't quite understand how they were going to handle her age. They're like, oh, they're going to bury it. I'm like, what does that mean? Like, bury it? Like, someone else is still going to pick it up, I feel like. That's a juicy story. Like, I don't know how you can just
She's like, oh,
bury that.
That girl at my millennial, my cousin, she died. Like, what is she going to say? But I really do like how every time she tells somebody her age, it's just a relief. It's like, okay, someone else to check off of the list of people she's lying to. But she has a Chikki Party.
I almost brought a chicken outfit today.
That would have been amazing.
Oh my gosh. I literally would have died.
This is like The Bachelor.
Oh my God, I know. R.I.P. David. Anyways, so Chikki is there, who's apparently like pretty big in the company. Poor girl. Probably used to be her assistant. She's probably what Diana did to Liza, but treats her a lot worse. And there's that moment. I've had that moment before where you go to have a serious conversation with someone and you're not on the same page and other people are there and you're like, oh God, do I just run away and hide in the bathroom?
Right.
Like, what do I do? And she tells her and that she's not going to do it. And then they kick her out. And, you know, I knew that Cheryl was going to do something bad, of course.
Shady Cheryl. I mean, that was fast, though. That turnaround
Where did
time.
she get that photo, though? I mean, I know we saw them at the end of the last episode. She realizes that Liza came
Right.
out of Charles's room. But
They really haven't been hiding that hard.
that's true.
Maybe she got it when they were out of the country, or she could have photoshopped something. We don't know.
Yeah, and the faces were like blurred out on it, so it could have been like a Photoshop thing just to like go with the article.
Exactly.
I love that they mentioned the blinds because I think that must be an OG page 6 thing because there's a website now that is shoot, I forget what it's called, but he calls them the blinds and he doesn't say the people's names. And then he sometimes reveals them and his name is NT. Apparently he's an entertainment lawyer. Yes, but call them the blinds and it's like, oh, so-and-so in the blinds. But they just blurred their faces out and, you know, it's going to be big drama. But we'll get into that in a little bit. Let's talk about Quinn next. She's so beautiful.
Lovely.
So beautiful.
Her outfits are cute, too.
At
Yeah.
that first lunch, I really thought she was up to something. I was like, because she was so flirty.
Me too.
She was like, well, I'm not here to discuss my butt.
That voice.
He's like, oh.
She loves Charles, though. Like,
Oh, yeah.
I feel like that was her motivation, and I thought that would have come out.
I thought she was going to bitch slash Liza when she
She
found
almost
out
she bitch
that
slapped her with her eyes. That's what she did.
Charles and her were together. She's like, wait, Charles, wait,
My Charles.
you're telling me that you had a relationship with Liza?
But then I thought maybe we've just been wrong the whole time and been spiraling just because a woman is with a man and, you know, they're posting on this and that. It could just sometimes be for like work purposes.
Right.
Usually women's intuition is right. But you never know. And I really liked her this episode. She says she wants to invest and she was quietly like gathering all of these investors, but what she's most interested in is millennial. And that's the first blow that Charles gets. You know, I know he's happy, but it's not empirical.
Yeah.
And little Kelsey, who everybody seems to think is like the dumbest person in the world. I mean, but Liza, I guess, was the backbone. And then Liza decides to tell Quinn.
That moment.
So good. I was so excited when Quinn got excited. Were you guys excited?
That she spun it in a positive way.
Yeah.
I was at first, but then I was like, wait a minute, now she's trying to use Liza for her own advantage, and I didn't like that.
But that's like who she is, though.
I
Like, come
know.
on, we knew that since day one. She's just ambitious.
Yeah.
But I mean, I think it was an appropriate reaction, honestly, because she did spin it in like a positive way, which I found surprising, and I found her surprising this entire episode because we were like pretty suspicious of her the last couple times she's been on, and the fact that it wasn't just like a, you know, jealous fighting over a man thing. Like, she had a lot more depth to her, which I thought was really cool to see, and I wasn't too disappointed in how she talked to Liza. She's just like a strong woman. She gets what she wants, and I like that.
She's grown. I get it. But I was just like, instead of giving, I guess I'm so used to people coddling Liza and being like, oh my gosh, I can't believe you went through that experience. Quinn was like, okay, cool. We're going to use this and spin it this way. So that was surprising to me. I saw something on Instagram where a woman said that she met her best friend in college and she basically competes with her best friend. So when her best friend wanted to get a master's, she was like 10 minutes later, she signed up for her master's. And it reminded me of Quinn. Like, instead of just being like, hey, girl, let's go out for brunch, like, she considers friendship competing.
Who is this?
This woman this YouTube video that I saw. But it made me think about, as women, you said that Quinn is a strong woman, you know, who's like, okay, I'm not going to coddle you. We're going to spin this in a different way. But do you guys think as friendships, like, you should be competing with your friends?
No.
That's what I
Just be supporting each other.
That's what I thought too. I thought it was weird. But
I feel like what she's doing for Eliza kind of is helping her.
right.
You know, I mean, because otherwise she has to go to a new company where she's
Right.
with
Yeah, and
specifically this lady
it's
that
a good situation for Liza. Honestly, she's been doing a kind of messed up thing for a long time, and if this is the worst, it's gonna, you know, someone's gonna try to take advantage of her to spin her story in a positive light. Then, God, she's lucky. That's like what ended up happening, you know.
Yep.
And then Quinn ends up finding out that her and Charles are a thing, and I don't know. I'm interested to see how they develop this whole thing next season because I do think they might turn her into a villain of sorts because I didn't necessarily feel like she was jealous, but it was like a pissed off attitude when she found out that they were sleeping together.
I feel like it was a little bit of jealousy. And is Quinn technically Charles's boss now?
Yeah.
Okay, so now she can do whatever. She kind of owns
Not
him.
boss, but maybe equal because they'd both be on the board.
Okay.
I guess. Yeah. Because, I mean, I'm sure she's going to be giving some of her money, and she's the one that got the investors. But poor Charles is out the door very quickly. What did you guys think about the moment when he gives the whole speech?
I loved it.
You loved it?
You mean the speech about like his new role? And,
Yes.
Oh, okay. It was Kelsey's face made me laugh, and then I was like, so Kelsey is now running the company, but then what does that mean for Liza? She's still on Millennial?
She's basically going to run the company and just behind Kelsey while she's doing her
And
hair.
then Diana will run Empirical, I would assume.
Yeah, it's like...
But I was like, Diana's fucking over there. Oh, sorry. Diana is like, gotta be pissed.
Right.
She
know?
was, I think, a little
right?
bit.
But she was more worried about Charles.
Yeah.
Of course.
Well, she's head of like marketing or
Yeah,
something,
she's like
right?
the director of marketing.
So yeah, I don't know
I
what
always
this means
forget
for
about
her.
that.
Yeah, she's the director of marketing, so technically Kelsey is her boss now.
Kelsey's everybody's boss.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
can you imagine Diana seeing this, having been there through all the ups and downs, and these young girls coming in and, now telling you what to do? We're going to see how that happens.
Yeah, I definitely think that Kelsey needs somebody to rein her in. I mean, because her at those awards, giving that speech after she blackmailed Charles, I was like, girl, step down. Like, you're probably 29, and you will fall hard quickly if you're going to act like this to
Well,
people.
she's very incorrigible. Like if somebody else said some weird suggestion, she'd be like, oh, that's a great idea. Yeah, let me try that.
For a second, I thought you said incorrigible, and I was like, sometimes she is. It's bad, Kelsey. Very, very misbehaved sometimes.
I know.
Bad decisions.
Before we move on, I just want to acknowledge Jennifer Stewart. I do see your prediction in the comments, and it's a good one, and I will mention it in a little bit here.
Ooh.
Perfect. Well, of course, we have to talk about Charles and Liza, this final scene where Liza figures out that this is just a very nice way to ask him to step down. She chases after him and he tries to convince her that he's happy and he gets to see her run his company and he can be with her and his kids. So I wasn't the only one that watched this and I was like, oh, he's pissed.
Oh, yeah. I think he was totally, that's
But you guys picked that up.
so nice of you to say, but I can tell from your face that it's
like,
you're like,
when did you pick
not
that up?
serious.
Because I didn't notice that.
I was dumb.
I was like,
oh, he's so happy.
I was crying. That's the second time I cried.
As they're walking away hand in hand.
Oh no! Like right before that shot, I was like, oh, so beautiful. Like he seemed so happy. He was like, I'm gonna watch you help run my father's company. So I was like, this is so beautiful. And when he said, I'm happy, I was like, oh, Charles,
I bought it. I was
So you didn't see the look as he was walking away?
not that yet. That I did at the very end. I was like, oh snap! Like this is not gonna be as great as they're talking. But before that, before their smiles faded away, I was like, oh, this is so cute. It's
Maybe
gonna be
I
a little.
caught that because I do that.
What, you're like, excuse me while I take over your company?
No, and I'm like, yes, that is so nice of you, but I really am like that on the inside.
Me too. That's probably why I caught that as well.
Yeah, I did not catch it. I was too busy
So happy
tearing
for
up.
you.
Too genuine.
But it, oh God, I love how they ended it though, just because how ironic.
Yes.
And Alanis Morissette. Anyways,
Yes.
you know what I'm talking about.
I do. A great Canadian singer.
Yes.
It just, what I loved about it is that it kept us, now we have a cliffhanger. We did not expect that. I mean, maybe you guys did, but I totally didn't. So now I'm like, oh, snap. Like, it's not happily ever after.
And like, what does it mean? Like, how did you guys interpret it? Because I was like, I don't know what to do with this. Like,
Okay.
I don't know what to do with this image.
I have my interpretation. I
Okay.
feel like it was all fun and games before when it was a secret romance. It was fun, it was cute, it was hot and heavy. Now she's about to basically, you ain't got no job no more, Charles. Liza's moving up the corporate ladder. You're going to be at home with the kids, bored. She's going to be busy. So
board on the board.
Exactly.
But is he that rich is my question, that
think
it's
so.
okay that he never has to work again anyways?
Yeah, but the thing is, he would still get paid. Like, he's still like a partner in the company, so he's gonna get like a percentage of the profit, just like he was before.
But is he gonna be making as much as he was?
Probably not, right?
It just
Well, if he's
depends on how
aboard.
successful Millennial becomes.
You probably will
True.
make more, right? Even if you keep moving up, like you don't have to do anything. You still get paid more. Isn't that kind of how it works? Like in this
I don't know.
type
I don't
of
know. And his
industry
dad-
when that high up?
Yeah, his dad did start the company, so maybe there's a cut because of that. But I feel like Charles has generational wealth. Like, didn't we see a really nice home? That house
Yeah,
they live in,
like a brownstone.
Yeah, that's a really nice house.
There is part of me, at first when I was being optimistic when I saw that scene, that thought he's been so stressed all the time trying to save all these people's jobs. Every season, it's like, we're going to have to close down the company. All these people are going to lose their jobs. And he's a very nice guy. It's been weighing on him. And now maybe, he's just relieved. He doesn't have to deal with it anymore. Like, Liza can deal with it. And as much as I wish that he would just be home, like making spaghetti bolognese every night when she got there, and she could tell him about the company, and he'd be wearing an apron with nothing else, and
I like
the kids would be at Pauline's. But I don't think that's gonna happen.
Yeah,
Sorry.
I feel like he's gonna be calling Liza like, "Hey, are you free for dinner?" She's gonna be like, "No, I have meetings. I'm too busy for you now," and he's not gonna like that.
Yeah.
Well, I did read, I don't know if we want to talk about this now, but I did read some like news on next season and what people are thinking.
Let's save it. So that sums it up for the recap, but we have a lot more for you guys. And of course, please remember, we're also on iTunes besides just being on YouTube. And if you leave us a comment, give us a good rating. We love, love, love hearing it, and really helps us here at AfterBuzz. So please continue to do that. And of course, our special segment of Younger Isms. I have a couple.
Okay.
Me too.
One of which was Cheryl. This chickie is ready to hatch.
What did you guys think of the name Chikki? Did you hate it as much as everybody else
horrible.
did?
Yes.
Okay, it was terrible, but also like props to the writers because that's clever. Because it's like a chick flick, but like with the Y chromosome at the end.
I thought it was clever too. Yeah.
Well, you guys can go create that imprint on your own.
I will.
When your title needs an explanation.
Yeah, I'll be begging you guys one day for a job. And then, of course, Charles, it's quoting Hamlet. Was he serious? You can't make an omelet without breaking some eggs. Is that really from Hamlet? I don't know.
I don't know.
But-
I don't know.
Or what
I
about
don't know that they ate omelets.
Yeah,
back in
I was gonna say, it's
1940.
like, I think they just ate like raw eggs, probably.
Yeah, just a boiled egg. One of my favorites was Diana when she told Liza to make the spa appointment for her, and Liza was like, "Should I make it for 2?" And Diana says, "I'm a grown woman, Liza. I don't need a man to hold my hand through a spa treatment." I was like,
Cool.
That
Me
was a good
either.
one.
And then Diana again, she said, I loved when she said, "Liza, I'm old enough to know myself, and 2 things I am not are 1, sweet, and 2 is compatible with a plumber." But then I know that was when she was, in her feelings because she thought her man had left her, but she changed her tune. Charles, when he was talking in Bryant Park, which I referenced in my poem, if you guys were here for that. Yes. When Charles said, "And maybe he can hold her hand at the office and in the street, everywhere, the way he has wanted to do for as long as he can remember."
He talks like a romance novel. He does. Every time he opens his mouth, I'm like, this is embarrassing. Like, this is cute, but like, also you need to tone it down.
But I love it. I fall for it every time. I'm like, this is so
He's like,
beautiful.
BT dubs, I love books. Like,
I'm like, he's so smart. Swoon. So those were 3 of my favorites.
Well, let's move on to a Lauren Youngerism. I loved when she said, "Hello, Daddy to be. Please join me in the meditation circle."
You
I was
guys,
just like, "Oh, Lauren."
yeah, you guys took all of mine, but just keeping in with like the Lauren moments, the fact that she just opens the door and immediately starts screaming when she sees a pregnant woman, I'm like,
my
that's a
God,
mood.
right?
Like that is like I get it. Like babies are scary.
I wasn't sure what was behind that door. I thought there was like a large Jamaican woman. I was like, I was
You
like,
thought Miss Cleo had returned from the
yeah,
dead?
I was like, cacao mother? I don't know. I also really liked when Josh said, "I thought we could just talk over tacos or something."
Yeah.
I really like his friendship with Maggie. I think she's like the old, like she gives him the wise advice that he needs from someone a little bit older than himself, he also has her to kind of keep him connected to Liza also, so she fills that void. And I think vice versa too. Josh keeps Maggie young.
Yeah. A lot of things keep Maggie young. I'll just say that. Well, of course, we have news and gossip. The show has another season, which is amazing. So lots to talk about still. Who would like to start?
Well, I did some reading on next season. They don't have a release date yet, but people are predicting it will probably be around similar time frame to the season, hopefully in the summer.
It's not acceptable.
And then I also read that Hilary Duff said that she's Team Josh. So
yeah,
she's still rooting for that. Darren Star also said that we're going to see a lot of Liza and Charles in this next season and a lot more of the romantic side of their relationship we've never seen. So maybe them at home, or I don't know, who knows?
We've seen it all, though.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, I don't know. Maybe that will mean like rocky parts, but it's going to be ups and down, obviously, because it's younger. So we'll see
and
that.
life, you know.
Yeah. And then we might see Liza or Josh reaching out to Liza about this kid and seeing if she can help out. But we also have a little video that we can play on. This is just some of the like sexiest clips from this season of Younger.
Oh, ow.
We'll watch a little bit of that.
Oh, God.
Boy.
I remember that scene. Oh, we can't hear.
I don't know if there's sound.
Oh.
Well, we'll just watch.
Yes, and we'll commentate.
That's all that matters. That's okay.
Aw,
We'll voice over.
I like watching shirtless Josh anyway.
Yes. Well, a lot of the sexy scenes are obviously with Liza.
Oh, there she is.
There she is again.
Princess
Yeah.
Pam Pam. Yeah, he was like, yeah, she looks so hot. And oh God, there she is.
There's Claire.
Little Claire.
Claire, I'm done with her.
Ruining our lives over and over again.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, they should call her Muddy because she is not Claire.
Why muddy? I don't get it.
Because it's like a play on clear.
Oh, okay. Well,
All right, well, that was that. So,
let me try again,
guys.
it's like,
I got
don't
you.
get it. Thank you. I still don't understand it. Okay, well, do we have any other news and goss, or we're just going to get into some predictions?
And we can give some shout outs to people as well before
Yeah.
we go.
Yeah, and we have a great prediction in the chat.
Okay, so let's give those couple shout outs first.
Thank you for commenting last week. Fiona M, Shannon Lashley, and Super Tease 35. Thank you for watching. We really appreciate it. And join us next season too. And tell your friends and subscribe.
Tell your friends.
So I guess I'll start with
Yeah,
this
please.
shout out in the chat. So Jennifer Stewart said that thinking about the season, she says, I hope Darren Star doesn't do this, but imagine if the entire show is actually a book that Liza is writing from her home in New Jersey.
Oh, God.
It ends with her climbing into bed with her horrible gambling husband and just gazing into the camera and thinking about what her life could have been.
That's like so dark. I hate it. It's so sad.
And Thad is just still alive, you know?
Oh my God, that.
Thad. Oh, wow. All right, Taylor, what's your prediction?
I think that Diana's gonna find out soon. Because I mean, there's no way that she can't, you know? Like, 'cause
Well,
this point-
especially
if they're gonna have to go
Yeah.
public with it.
Yeah.
And so I'm really, really curious to see that reaction. Like, that's one of the ones I've been looking forward to since the beginning. And so I'm really, really curious, you know, how that's gonna go down. And also the fact that Kelsey, I guess, is her boss now. Like, that's gonna be some odd power struggles and, you know, just like dynamic shifts. So I'm anxious to see like that part of it.
Yeah.
And Diana and Enzo, because like they have become like the couple of this
Yes.
show. I feel like we all love Liza's relationships, but Diana and Enzo is just so pure
Yes.
and so
Denzo.
wild. Yes.
It's like Drano. Sorry, plumber joke. Actually, they don't like that.
I think we might see, we haven't seen Pauline in a while.
Thank
either.
goodness.
I mean, thank goodness, yes. But I think we're going to see a lot of drama in this next season, actually. I think we're going to see Pauline back. I think Kelsey's going to have a really hard time, I think, figuring out, like, running a whole company that's bigger than Millennial. And I'm excited to see, like, all the press with what happens with Liza. Like, if they go on Good Morning America or, like...
if Ellen's going to be there.
Reese Witherspoon.
Yes.
If she doesn't make an appearance, what's the point,
If she
you
makes
guys?
it a movie, she's like, this is the perfect movie.
Agreed. I think this power struggle that Kelsey and Diana are going to have is going to prompt Diana to really focus on family more, and maybe she may say, you know what, I'm going to take a step back and focus on my relationship, and maybe she may want to have a baby. I don't know. It's something that I felt in my spirit. Also, Charles and Liza, they're going to have a lot of issues, and I think just from the faces that we saw at the end that, you know, alluded to that. But now that the dynamic is changing, I think they're definitely going to have a lot of relationship issues. And I hope Denzel, I really want them to stay together. I really like them. I think the contrast is really good. Her being fancy and him being like a around the way guy. I really like that a lot. So can't wait to see it.
So there's a part of me that hopes and maybe thinks that Diana has known for a while now, and then by the time Liza tells her, she's like, "Do you think I'm a moron?" It's my Diana impression.
But do you think she's gonna make fun of it, or you think she's actually gonna be like really serious about it? Like, Liza, I'm disappointed in you. Or...
No, I think that she's like, I've accepted it since I've known, like, blah, blah, blah. I think she's definitely the next to find out. And unfortunately, I don't think Kelsey's ready to run a company like that. And it's probably going to be a nightmare.
Yeah.
And I do see Quinn seducing Charles.
Agreed.
And then maybe Liza's going to be upset and then goes and runs to Josh, who's like, I think I'm could be dad. And he's going to be freaking out. And then I think that they will bring them back. They're going to have them kind of flirt with the idea of her and Josh the whole season, as Charles has always been the other guy that, you know, wasn't ever really her boyfriend that she lusted for. I'm hoping now maybe Josh is going to be the guy that she's lusted for.
But do you guys think, because, like, Josh is such a good guy, that he's going to, like, be like, oh, you're pregnant, it's my baby, I'm going to have to now, like, stay with you to Claire?
Well, you don't have to date someone to have a baby with them. I think he might not, like, want to be with her in that way, but will want to help. And I think that Zane is definitely going to be in the picture, and it's going to be a lot of fun. I'm just really sad that we have to wait so long. So please, guys, we loved talking to you every week for the season of Younger. Can't wait to come back. God knows when, but keep up with us. Binge the show, re-binge it. I know when I don't have things to watch, I re-binge the show sometimes. So thanks for joining us. Everyone, where can they find you on social media?
You guys can find me on Twitter at @Elphaba_Ann, on Instagram at Taylor_Gates_. I also host the Sacred Lies After Show on Facebook Watch every Sundays at 6. That actually streams on Facebook. Super good. You should definitely check that out. And then Law & Order SVU every Thursday. We're actually going at 7 on September 6th. That's the next show for that.
And you guys can find me, Alice Ford, on Instagram at Alice's Adventures on Earth, on YouTube as well, and Twitter at Alice L. Ford. And I'm Thursdays at 7 p.m. You can find me back here. I'm doing the Sinner After Show.
Ooh, nice. You can find me on social media at Say Hi Tsahai. And let me know, do you really think this is Josh's baby? I want to hear what people's thoughts are about this, because I don't think it is. So can't wait to see you next season.
And absolutely, let's keep the conversation going. Let's always talk about Younger all the time. Do random Youngerisms, just tweet them at us as you're watching it. You can find me, Sam Davidson, SamD43, on Twitter and Instagram, SamDavidsonEntertainment.com, and I do a TV pilot review show here, usually on Wednesday nights, and then Riverdale will be back soon, so I'll be back for that. Thanks, guys, so much for joining us, and we'll see you next season.
Yeah.
Bye.
From executive producers Maria Menounos, Kevin Undergaro, Phil Svitek, and the entire AfterBuzz TV staff, we would like to thank you for listening to the AfterBuzz TV network. To watch or listen to other after shows and post comments or questions, be sure to visit AfterBuzzTV.com. I'm Sir Richard Wentworth, and this has been a presentation of AfterBuzz TV.
Buzz you later.
The views expressed herein are those of the hosts only and do not necessarily reflect the views of AfterBuzz TV or its owners or principals.